Imagine you are territory. Valuable, rare, with rich, non-renewable resources, your time, energy, emotions, and respect. This is your personal, inner world. But out of fear of conflict or a desire to be good, you allow passers-by to freely enter and exit this world, take your resources without asking, criticize your architecture, and leave their emotional garbage within your walls. You diligently call this kindness, flexibility, or a desire to please and maintain harmony in relationships. But this is not kindness. It is a psychological escape from conflict and responsibility for your own worth. In reality, your body, your thinking, and your energy convey psychological weakness and a complete lack of self-esteem. You send a non-verbal signal, my resources are worthless. You constantly feel exhaustion, hidden frustration, and sudden bouts of anger, but you cannot understand the true root cause of this inner chaos. The problem isn't with others, but with your own blurred boundaries. Personal boundaries aren't a wall you build to isolate yourself from the world. They're your own vital value framework, which immediately increases your attraction and grounds your confidence in reality. Truth, boundaries are the secret code of authenticity. They tell the world who you really are, what you're worth, and how they can and cannot interact with you. They're a filter for strong relationships. Myth we're busting: you believe boundaries push people away, ruin relationships, and make you cold, rigid, or selfish. You're afraid of rejection because of your rigidity. Truth, a lack of boundaries repels strong, mature people seeking an equal partner and attracts weak, manipulative people and consumers of your energy. Your mind must recognize this dark dynamic of the relationship marketplace. We will reveal the psychology of boundaries as a tool of power that not only protects you but also changes attraction and the quality of communication forever. Insight number 1, boundaries as a value frame and self-affirmation. Psychology, a boundary isn't a prohibition, it's self-affirmation. It's a firm, calm statement of your internal value frame and your own worth. When you set a boundary, you're non-verbally saying, this is my price in the relationship market. I won't accept anything less in exchange for my time and presence. Emotions, your internal anger and frustration are vital signals from your brain that your boundary has been violated, and you need to act immediately to protect yourself. Mini story, a person who remains silent about boundary violations at the beginning of a relationship or at work signs a contract for their own humiliation and exploitation at the end. Secret, a boundary is an emotional filter. It automatically filters out those who are not willing to pay your price with respect and attention, leaving only those who value and respect you. Insight number 2, authenticity through refusal, killing the phantom. Philosophy, you can't be authentic if you can't say no. Refusal is the highest form of self-expression, requiring courage. Psychology, constantly saying yes creates a phantom of your personality, an image that everyone likes, but which isn't you. You deceive the world, and then you hate this mask. Your mind understands, the less authentic you are, the weaker your confidence. Your strength lies in the truth about yourself. Attraction, authentic, calm refusal creates tension, intrigue, and respect. Attraction is born from the distance and inaccessibility you establish. Truth, a person who respects your no from the start will value your yes tenfold because they know it's a genuine choice, not an attempt to appease. Insight number 3, boundaries and gender dynamics, frames in relationships. Psychology, boundaries function as a frame in relationships and attraction differently for the sexes due to gender-specific value coding. Male psychology, a man's firm, unbreakable boundaries are encoded as strength, status, reliability, and the ability to protect. A lack of boundaries is weakness and an inability to lead and make decisions. Female psychology, a woman's firm boundaries are encoded as high self-esteem, high value, and self-respect. A lack of boundaries is an indication of accessibility and low self-esteem, which a man reads non-verbally. Communication, the art of boundaries is the art of conveying high value through non-verbal self-respect and expecting the same from others. Practice, clarity, speed, and no apologies. Your strength lies in the speed with which you establish boundaries. An immediate, calm reaction is stronger than a delayed outburst of emotion and pent-up frustration. Confidence requires clear, direct communication. Use simple, short phrases, eliminating all excuses and apologies. Your brain must understand that apologizing for setting a boundary is already a psychological loss of the boundary. You're putting up a wall and immediately asking permission to put it up again. Philosophy, personal space as a temple. Life is a choice of your inner architecture. Boundaries create your own sacred space, which is inviolable. Secret: you become a magnet for strong, mature people when your space is respected by yourself and others. Your framework should be philosophical. My energy, time, and emotions are non-renewable resources that deserve high value and respect. Emotions of resentment, guilt, and self-sacrifice disappear when you shift responsibility for your emotional state from others to yourself. Your strength lies in consistency of action. A boundary crossed once without consequences ceases to be a boundary. It is simply a request. Your relationships will become purer and deeper when they are filled with the honesty and respect generated by a strong boundary. Self-affirmation: your value doesn't require approval or permission. It requires firm defense and support through your actions. Severing the connection between boundaries and selfishness is the only path to mature attraction. Selfishness is exploiting others. A boundary is protecting yourself. Your mind is freed when you realize that rejecting those who don't respect your boundaries isn't a waste of time and energy, but a gain for higher quality connections. You deserve the confidence that comes from your self-sufficiency and self-respect, not from others' agreement or approval. Psychology: your brain must recode the guilt felt after setting a boundary into a sense of self-worth and strength. This requires repetition. The secret of power: a boundary is not what you say, but what you do when your words are ignored. It's not a defense, it's an authentic framework for your value that either boosts your attraction or exposes your weakness.